It's 1533 and we've dominated Asia. We can also core province in 7 months due to having 80% CCR that we can increase by another 5% through the monument. We have 25% war score cost against other religions, 15% through the monument and 10% through Georgia's mission tree. Our income and force limit ain't bad considering we haven't built many buildings and we have minimal AE issues. To start off, we give out the privileges, re-roll advisors for radical reforms and hire the Grand Company. After the mercs are built, we complete the mission, take the 15 CCR. We didn't get the Nogai Alliance this run due to not wanting to give out religious diplomats and not starting with a dip rep advisor. We continue to attack Kazan and the Great Horde regardless. After siege racing down their forts, we then go to unsiege down our forts. After you meet the requirements for the mission, you can complete it, giving you 1 stab, 50 admin, 50 mil, and also 50 power projection. We choose to take improved relation and minus AE as our icon. We peace out the Great Horde and Kazan. Because we took money in the wars, even though we've been losing money the whole time, we've actually earned money. We use this money to take Defender of the Faith, and then turn our attention to Novgorod. After radical reforms are triggered, we switch to an improved relationship advisor. Quick peace deal with Novgorod. Due to Poland not taking the PU, we decided to expand into the Commonwealth. The Ottomans managed to bypass our Defender of the Faith by Athens getting an independence war and then getting annexed by Venice. Because the Teutons are at war with us, we take the opportunity to attack the Lithuania Order. We plan to release a few nations from Lithuania and 1 from Poland, so we take a peace deal to represent that. We annex Riga and Lithuania, still leaving us with minimal AE issues. We peace out Poland, making sure to cut off Ottoman's expansion. We don't call the provinces that we plan to release as vessels, but we also don't release them yet due to dip slots. In these early wars, we try to avoid as many battles as we can so we can still keep up with manpower. We switch to a dip rep advisor to help us annex the vessels. You can cheese this by switching back to the improved relationships at the end of the year to still get the AE, but we don't do this. We then release a vassal swarm from the Commonwealth, which we can use to eat it up for minimal AE. We then reset our truce time with Lithuania while unifying our homeland. We also focus on Crimea, but we don't co-belligerate Nogai because we can't be bothered trying to get to Chagatai to siege them down. After sieging down Crimea, Ottomans have too much AE with us, but due to them being at war, they will not start or join a coalition, but we still do go to war with them to make sure it doesn't happen in the future. This could be a tough war if Ottomans actually stack their troops together, but as you know, the AI don't tend to fight well. We look to take battles with the Ottomans. Even though this is a waste of manpower, it means they'll never fully stack their troops and grow to full strength, making the war pretty easy to win. We release Byzantium and Bulgaria as well as taking money and war reps from the Ottomans. Our truce timers are now up with Kazan and the Great Horde and we go back to finish them off. After finishing them off, Mamelukes would join a coalition with us, but it's only 52 AE and it's not enough countries for the coalition to form. After our truce time is up with Lithuania, we move into their land to take back all the cores we have. We peace Poland out for money as we use Poland and Lithuania to keep resetting truce timers between the two. We also finish Novgorod off at this time as well. The return cores completely destroys Lithuania. Once we get a young ruler, we can click this mission giving us national unrest and monthly autonomy. We then attack Georgia and Wallachia to make sure no one in the area moves in before us. As pretty much always, we take Diplo as the first idea. The Ottomans claim themselves to be the successor of the Roman Empire. As you can see, keeping up truce timers with big nations as Muscovy makes coalitions pretty much non-existent. We then continue expansion to the east. One of the worst things about expanding to the east is the AI always seem to be waiting for you in the mist. After finishing off Nogai, we can complete the mission Destroy the Hordes, which gives us morale of armies, global devastation and prosperity growth. We then go back to the war with the Ottomans. At this point the Ottomans aren't a problem for us and we can even win battles on negative terrain. We return cores for the peace deal, but Naples has been fully annexed, so we take a province to release Naples from. We pop the golden area, which speeds up the annex of our vassals. We probably should have popped this a few years early. We keep up expansion and also focus on moving towards the Mamelukes. As to keep up expansion, we will also need to add a truce timer with the Mamelukes to stop a coalition from forming. To get our province war score cost and also our CCR, expansion becomes pretty easy. As long as we keep up truce timers and don't annoy Europe too much, we won't get a coalition. We use favours with Aragon to get back Naples' cores. The only province we really care about is the monument. Venice got a bit too aggressive with expansion. We also start a couple more wars. After getting enough provinces in Poland, we can complete the mission getting an extra 10% CCR temporary. We keep up expansion on our neighbours every time the truce timers are coming up. We also go to war with Hungary because we want to take 5 provinces for our mission tree. We seize Constantinople off Byzantium so we can complete the third Rome mission. We get fed up of marching into the abyss and peace all your rats out early. We pay off Byzantium's debts to make them loyal. We then culture swift to Georgia and form Georgia. Georgia's mission tree is actually pretty strong with a lot of buffs in it, including province war score cost, CCR and a lot of military bonuses. We open up an expansion path into India, as getting a lot of Hindu development is going to become our main priority soon. After getting the required provinces from the Mamelukes, we can complete the mission, giving us temporary 10% province war score cost against other religions, and also a Casa Belli against heretics and heathens. Our main focus now becomes expansion into India, but we still have to keep up truce timers with big nations around us, especially the Sunni ones we have angered. We also focus on converting the provinces in Mamelukes needed to complete the mission. This mission gives us 10% morale of armies until the end of the game, and also 10% chance to get extra development in Orthodox provinces. Once we get the provinces required from the Ottomans, we can complete the other side, giving us temporary siege ability. But the last mission also gives us 10% province war score cost against other religions until the end of the game. We then go on to form Byzantium, giving us 25% CCR from their ideas. At this point I realised the Castle Belli against heretics and heathens wasn't permanent, so I had to switch from humanist back to religious. We're aggressive at expanding into India, resetting truce timers through allies whenever possible. We're able to convert to Hindu. Hindu is actually a strong religion, granting 10% CCR and also access to a monument granting another 10% CCR. Decided to leave the run for now. We have reached the max limit for CCR, and we are also able from here with our war score cost to go ahead and dominate Europe.